darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Connor Shaw. It's
One of
the
these days there'll be a
others.
Furby in there.
What were you talking about?
Putting a Furby on the stand?
Yes.
What? Why?
I can't tell any more about that because it's technically a spoiler.
Oh no. Alright, let's go. It's the finale of Phoenix Wright, Attorney at Ace. Law Attorney at Law Ace. Phoenix
We're the
Wright,
law babies.
a asexual attorney. He will
Law baby.
not be creepy. He will just think internally misogynistic thoughts instead. That's because he does that a lot. And I refuse to read them because we're voicing the cast. Phoenix Wright 2. Let's go. It's time. Phoenix can't be asexual. Edgeworth exists, but Edgeworth is an enigma. He exists and doesn't exist.
Keeps phasing in and out of existence.
Yes, much like Alucard. He's just
Yeah.
kind of...
Schrodinger's Edgeworth?
Yes, exactly. Alright. Here we go. It's time. I'm just that's the wrong screen. I'm just gonna let the song play out. There we go. He is too wide for this reality, and thus will just dissipate into nothingness. Edgeworth is an idea without physical form. Here we go. Farewell, my turnabout. From the final load we get. March 23, 2:35 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
The court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, more Connor Shaw Phoenix Wright action. Woo! It's the finale. Here we go.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
That is... It's nothing, Your Honor.
What's wrong with...
I'm cool as a cucumber.
His pet bear just got into a car accident. What do you mean, what's wrong with him?
Looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you will please tell the court the results of the handwriting and analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note.
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that the
What?
suicide note is a forgery.
What?
That's why you gotta
Wait,
check these
what?
things.
What do you mean, Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Miss Impacts herself. It's a fake.
Okay. I can't tell if he's bullshitting or if this is a twist I did not expect.
4 minutes in.
Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what's going on? If this was not written by Miss Impacts, then who wrote it?
There are billions of other people that could have written it, Your Honor.
No. No, there are not.
But there has to be someone else named Celeste. This doesn't make any sense. Why would they sign it
The
if it's
pen
not
would
their own
just
name?
turn to dust in their hands.
We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, It appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida.
Fascinating. Mr. Kurata?
No, Mr. Corrida.
Mr. Corrida?
Oh god, this is as close as you're gonna get, isn't it?
Mr. Do you like pina coladas?
Whoa.
You know what? Corrida works.
It looks like Miss Impacts never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard.
However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Ungard could not have known that, and so that facts remain unchanged.
I think they either meant that fact or those facts or the facts. like you can't have your cake and have your cake too. You gotta choose. You gotta scarf down that cake. Eat that shit. Fucking like IV drip that cake right into your fucking veins.
That delicious
Acting
grammar.
under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
Seems right.
This theory that Arngard had no idea the suicide note was a fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. It's fine. Listen, we've given them long enough and Gumshoe's dead. I don't really think they're saving her at this point. Alright, let's see if we have anything. The defense believes the theory that the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up till this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Ongard to not have known it was a fake. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm bullshitting my way through this. So Ongard had to know it was real. Or no, it was a fake.
No, that it was a fake.
So
Yeah.
could he have seen it from a spy camera, perhaps?
Entirely possible.
That's
like
very plausible.
That's the only thing I think that we have that would like be logic. That would be a logical
Unless
connection
he
here.
compared the handwriting on the photograph that he has that's signed by Celeste and compared
No, it doesn't quite
No,
work.
he definitely
it.
did.
C isn't quite as curvy on this.
Why do we have a bear in our evidence suitcase? First of all, it is an evidence trash can, thank you very much. And secondly, it's a fake bear, thank you very much. And third, the spy camera that we have was found inside of the victim's room, inside of the stuffed bear, because they had a bunch of stuffed bears from fans in their room.
Yup.
The real bear we have, on the other hand, is not in this case.
Is in a car, slowly bleeding to death.
Take that! Oh, I just realized what you said.
Yeah.
What is this little item called again?
A video camera, Your Honor. That's a very small one, but...
Oh, a GoPro! Haha, my son bought me one of those. I never opened it. I don't really care. But it was a nice thought.
I miss him.
Or I could see the judge having one of those, like, collars for a dog that has a GoPro on it just so he can watch what his dog's up to.
Look at him fall down some stairs. Your Honor, that's a full-size video camera. I think you're counterbalancing your dog a little too much.
Shut up, it's cute!
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Ongard knew of the existence of this note because you were lying on the date. If that were true, then this means Mr. Ongard would have known that the victim had forged the note.
Okay.
No, go with an ack, please.
Ack. I was more referring to what the fuck happened to your voice there for a moment.
Oh, I was drinking. Well,
Yeah, I wasn't watching the stream, so I was debating having Edgeworth just be like,
Are you
right, what the
okay?
fuck just happened?
No, Wright's just taking a drink of his hot cocoa in a coffee cup while because he doesn't drink coffee. He can't stand the taste.
So then the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, the situation has suddenly changed into a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Ongard's motive for the motive was... What? It suddenly disappeared into thin air!
Motive for the motive, you say? But, Your Honor, listen to him. He's an idiot.
This is one of the first streams you've seen from me, and if you like the way it's going, you're very entertaining. Lucas, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
It's not as if Mr. Ungard monitored Mr. Corda 24 hours a day.
Bullshit! I monitor you 24 hours a day!
Wait, what? Is that why my other suit has been bugged? The one I hang on my wall?
Oh god, I thought it was the government.
Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Ungard didn't know of.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made a forgery in an unknown place?
Gah.
That is true. The burden of proof is on him.
Yes.
He's the one who presented the suicide note to begin with.
Yep.
Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like this time it is you who has dug your own grave.
As I figured.
Huh? As you figured.
As I figured, it came down to this after all.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Do you?
Is it just me, or do all new viewers see Phoenix Wright as their first stream, including you? We stream it 2 days a week, so...
Yeah.
It's both a good stream to start on and a bad decision to start on.
I was gonna say a really bad one to start on.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen.
As a result, I have murdered Matt Ongard.
The question is, what next?
What next?
If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Ungard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Okay.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh. Well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual.
Where is this going? Edgeworth's stuttering? This isn't like him at all. Did you skip the first game? No, we played the first game. All of the, if you're interested, all of the VODs of us playing the first game and everything up until this point for the second game are on the VOD channel right there.
Yay.
Unusual? What sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
This witness who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all, the question of, who was it that hired Shelley to kill her to commit murder?
That's impossible. Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness?
It's...
Yes, go on, who is it?
the man himself, Mr. Shelley the Killer.
Pardon me?
Yep.
What was that?
Oh.
Huh?
Mr. the Killer. Wait, what? Shelley the Killer?
Are we gonna put the fucking radio on trial?
Huh? What was that? Huh?
Oh no.
Did you say something?
No, that would be ridiculous. I mean, we may have put a parrot on the stand, but we'd never put anything else that can talk on the stand
Oh,
and is
Jesus
human.
fucking Christ.
You mean the killer? The assassin?
Yeah, Your Honor.
He's coming here? Oh shit, I have lots of unpaid debts! Hold the fucking phone! Get in my shoddy, let's go!
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask you for permission.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. Yes?
Is this alright with you?
Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is alright to do this. I should probably ask somebody. Wait, I'm the judge, what am I saying?
Very well, then. The prosecution calls our witness to the stand before the judge can find out if this is legal or not.
Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Oh boy.
Now then, witness.
Please.
Your name and your, occupation, please.
Please tell me we've taped down the button, the receiver. Oh my fucking...
Yep!
What the fuck?
Yep, this is our witness. Remember how I said there was a freak out that was gonna be pretty funny to me?
I understand
Certainly
now.
couldn't have animations. Certainly not.
No, it definitely has no animations. It is just a static walkie-talkie.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I'm a professional assassin.
I love that it fucking talks.
I say, what is going on here?
Your Honor.
How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio?
Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now. And it came with a condition.
Would you prefer to be in the room with
Yeah.
the serial killer
Yeah,
assassin? Would
yeah,
you
you-
prefer that?
Yeah, I'd be more okay with this. As
yeah,
long as
I'd
we
be
do
like,
not,
man, this-
as long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court.
Why?
And of course, we're men of our word, so we'll definitely not trace it unbeknownst to him.
wink,
I-
wink.
Get to work, bailiff. Get to fucking work. Yes, definitely not.
We will not
Why are you winking
trace
so much,
it at
Edgeworth?
all. Why are you winking so much, Edgeworth? How can you tell?
How the hell do you know? I can actually hear you wink through the radio.
When you wink, you don't say wink out loud. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about.
Oh no, this will not do. I can't allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself.
Witness, please present some proof, some sort of proof that you are in fact Shelley the Killer.
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm hungry.
Oh, I like this angle you've taken. But Maya!
Maya,
A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this?
The defense has no objections. I literally bit my tongue while saying that.
Good job.
We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the Killer.
It looks like we've run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under the circumstances, so...
Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct?
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida. Oh god, you pronounced it wrong too.
How many new and exciting ways will you pronounce the name wrong?
Gulp!
Was that your attempt, Judge, or just, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's a bad dream.
Shelley the Killer. What is he gonna say? Oh boy, here we go. Testimony. There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Oh my god, he's gonna fucking monologue at us. Jesus Christ.
He is an assassin. All assassins monologue.
yeah. That's the thing.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I must say he seems to be mocking us.
That's why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed. I couldn't listen to all the monologues. While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
He was an assassin, baby! It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no way to know what's coming next. So stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
I'm cool, I'm collected!
Yeah, you can't even read the the witness's face this time around.
Exactly.
I wish they did something with that.
We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Go on.
Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
It's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. Let's see. Pretty sure they do something similar in a later game. Oh boy. The trust between you and your clients? I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this manner?
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, but if it ever did... Yeah? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly...
That's enough, please. No more.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway.
Before... What if Winston Payne was the one actually in control of everything?
No. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us...
doubted me. I was the puppet master all along.
Pulling the strings from the shadows. Man behind the curtain, no more. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your clients. I would think this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Their role? This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves, and this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
You... Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die?
Do you want to die?
You wanna fucking die?
Do you want to die?
No.
The judge had better watch himself. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. Anyway,
allow me to monologue.
I'm currently offering 75% off your first murder and 50% off each murder after that. I still have a few things to say. This egomaniacal...
Egomaniacal?
This egomaniac. Egomaniacal, that's how you pronounce it, Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
It is not good for your health to be so aggravated.
Ego mechanical would have also been good.
Yes.
Just because it's a little...
Yep.
It's a little robot. It's not. Although I do like the idea that Phoenix is convinced that it's a robot. Where did this robot come from? How did you fit inside of that butler suit?
Maybe that's what the zipper is.
Oh my god.
It's a robot, a little robot inside of a man suit.
You won't live for very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already.
Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset.
Also, wasn't the whole point of this entire affair to stall?
Yeah.
He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk.
Tell us how you feel, Mr. DeKiller! Oh, wait, I was joking. I'm his therapist, you know? God damn it, this game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so we have to present something then.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. No. He still hasn't mentioned who the client is.
Oh, okay.
So, we don't know.
We
yeah,
pressed
I
on
know.
everything already.
Yeah. How about that? What happened last time we had that
Yeah,
same
this is
situation
so
happen?
stupid, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, it's not a...
It's not-
great.
It's the second statement, if you must know.
This
The
is
one you press
really,
again.
Really dumb. The trust between you and your client? I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust my clients are discreet about me and my identity. These are the roles and duties an assassin and his clients are to carry out. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human, Mr. Attorney. I mean, I was only framing them under the bus, and that's why you feel you could betray this person?
He's not wrong, Wright.
You're on the moral equivalency of a fucking assassin? I
guess.
I guess. I have no trust relation with a client who cannot understand their assigned role. Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? And now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? This deal is getting worse all the time. If you can't, then I'm afraid we cannot proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think, really. In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek.
You made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
Excellent. And that is the reason I am here today on the witness blah 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 murder blah blah blah.
What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida?
That person's name is... Adrian Andrews. Oh. What?
What?
What? What?
Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier.
What? Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and that is Adrian Andrews. What the fuck?
This can't be on the phone earlier.
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. DeKiller just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Oh god, get him medical attention!
No, not literally. Oh god.
He's an
I'm
assassin!
Sure, in order to get an audience with this court. Mr. DeKiller told him a different name. Matt On Guard, perhaps?
I knew it.
This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But you were the one who summoned this witness.
That's not one of our two crimes!
You, Shelley DeKiller.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt On Guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is procure his acquittal.
H.
Wow.
Good.
It feels like we can actually win this.
Wow.
Yeah.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself, the name of his client, Mr. DeKiller's client, who requested the murder of not the defendant at all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me this means that Mr. Matt On Guard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me whenever you have reached a verdict. Beep.
Bailiff, please bring Mr. Andrews in immediately!
Mister.
Did I say
Mister.
Yeah, you said Mr. again.
Damn
What
it.
now? With the way this is going, On Guard will be found innocent.
You guys going off script and improvising funny bits like that in the cases are things that make the stream always fun to watch. Thank you. I'm glad that's entertaining.
That's what makes it fun to play, because that's what we were doing with games anyway.
Yeah,
Just-
we were absolutely
There's
doing
a
that
couple more
anyways.
people here. Hey. is our last chance to save Maya.
Yeah. But Edgeworth is right. The killer's lying. On-guard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would have believed the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley the killer is certainly lying under oath.
Sorry if you guys can hear a buzzing, by the way. That's the groundskeeper outside mowing the lawn. Miss Andrews.
That wasn't me. I don't know how close. Oh, she's very close.
Yeah.
Listen, everyone, please. The testimony just now. It's all one big lie.
Miss Andrews.
The suicide note may have been a fake, but
It was
That
a really
man.
good fake.
Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now. You have to believe me. It was all a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. Killer himself is testifying. He named you as his client.
No, it's not true.
Hang on, wasn't Shelley saying he and his whenever referring to their clients?
Uh-huh. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, how about that?
Interesting.
What'd
What
you
a
miss?
weird little
We just
coinkydink.
had Shelley the Killer testify, the assassin.
Yeah.
Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and the button, donning the Nickel Samurai's costume.
But that's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste's impact was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her. You wanted revenge against the two who had hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright! You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Help me.
I know the truth.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Request the trial continue.
Yep. Also,
Phoenix.
I think both of you will appreciate this. I had a bag of cereal sitting on the couch, and Cloud came over and is now laying on top of the bag of cereal.
Thank
He
you.
doesn't want the cereal. He just wants the bag.
Just the nice comfort of a bag of crunchy cereal.
So
Yep.
this is the Phoenix Wright
Good boy.
equivalent of knocking someone off the stage in Smash, and they're way too far away to recover, and they're gonna die anyways. And then you go, but I want to style on them, and you jump off, miss the down air, and die first. This is that.
That's a good way of putting it.
I can't
Sure.
do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty.
You are a lawyer.
I know, but Matt Onguard's a killer, a murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than Onguard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Onguard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him?
Yes, you do. It's very annoying. You could
Mr.
never shut up
Wright.
about him.
Your opinion, please.
Edgeworth is good! Edgeworth is pure!
Oh, God.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But...
I'm not done yet. To see through this witness's lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at, and I'm sure that once those pieces arrived here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. DeKiller.
Right away, Your Honor.
Here we go. Oh yeah, Kraz, here we go. Has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
No. Click.
Belt? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well...
We're questioning D-Killer, Eldal, that's what we're doing. We're questioning the assassin.
He's been a tiny robot this whole time.
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. He was secretly a walkie-talkie inside a man-suit this whole time.
The whole time.
He was
A walkie-talkie... walkie-talkie inside the man-suit, inside a bear suit the entire time.
The reason Gumshoe was so adamant about helping us solve this case even after he got fired is because this was actually a creation he made in 3rd grade. He created a robot friend who became an assassin and got loose, and he knows that he must pay for his crimes.
So that was very good. I don't mean to distract from it, but does this mean... What does it mean when Maya's talking into the walkie-talkie then? Does she just, like, pull him forward and talk into his face, or...?
Yes.
Just screaming
Phoenix! Burgers!
God, your breath is really unreasonable.
You haven't even eaten anything. How is this possible?
I've been eating dirt!
Oh, yep, so that's what that smell is. Yep, that makes sense then.
It's dirt breath, yes!
What is he talking about usually, Dunn?
But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
You illegal people and your legal procedures. Is it any legal wonder why no one legally likes to go to legal court? About my client, Part 2. As I've already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime.
The crime.
The crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carrada was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said the client had broken my rules.
This is the most unexpected turn of events for the 5th time now. However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
Just a second, Your Honor. We still have to have the cross-examination to do.
But I'm tired. Are you gonna do it or not?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness, as if I have a choice here.
What? Why? Why? Why?
I know I'll expose the lies that oh-so-beneficial testimony gave me, I suppose.
I don't...
I
don't.
I don't. Ugh.
Can it be Maya doing it too?
I don't!
Well. Alright. I'm gonna go out on that one because I was gonna have Gumshoe while dying in his car do it, but it's not gonna top that.
My client, part 2. Hang on, I'm just gonna look through for a second. Tampering with the scene of the crime. Did to frame another for the crime. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too. Nope. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? Okay, hang on. Let's go back then.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
If I press him in the wrong way, I might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit. Oh, okay, I see. I see where that was coming from. Yes. How much is your fee? I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No! I wasn't thinking of
Mr. Wright!
In a court of law!
Yeah?
You want to kill me? You want me dead, don't you?
What? Oh,
The day is finally come.
Why would you think?
Guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You are hereby declared guilty!
Let's just move on.
Oh my fucking god!
Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your clients, are they not?
Holy shit!
Cruelty!
I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah, well, a change in occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one who does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
Yeah, that goes without saying, Mr. DeKiller.
I don't want to look like I want to contract an assassin. So how much are your services? And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought they could run away from their guilt. Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes, and my business card.
Yep, and only those 3 things. There was nothing else wrong with the crime scene at all.
Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police, I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
You try to make things easy?
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He's pretty devoted to his work. But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife and even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook. It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. Hang on, I'm just gonna look at the crime scene photo again since it's been a hot moment. Oh yeah, the fucking glass of juice still.
Yep. Note he never mentioned that. And who said she...
Should I present the glass of juice there?
Not there.
Did it to frame another for
But
the crime?
Keep in mind, because that doesn't have anything to do with, yeah, it would be there. Because remember, Adrian Andrews already testified
Oh,
that she
that's
left
right,
it there
yes,
when
that's
she
right, that's
discovered
right.
the body.
Yeah,
if that's
that
the
was
case,
really the only thing that would make
Objection!
sense, especially if you're a killer,
yeah.
to be like, oh, I'm such in shock. Or if you're not in shock, then
Exactly.
just leave more evidence with your own fingerprints on it that would...
doesn't add up.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea Juan Corrada had been murdered.
Oh my god.
Did you hear that on Discord too?
Yeah, I got that.
What happened?
It was like a robotic roar on
Your
the eye of client. Your client! Like, really robotic.
Oh, good.
But how? How do you know that?
From the wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass.
Of wine.
Mr. the Killer supposed...
tomato juice.
Whoops.
Mr. the Killer's supposed client thought that Mr. Corrada had only fainted, which is why this glass of wine juice was poured for the victim.
Tomato wine.
Isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they never would have left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail?
Square, we are currently, we currently have the killer
The assassin.
via two-way radio on the stand as the
Yep.
radio.
It is not a very important point anyway, correct?
I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have not had knowledge of Mr. Corda's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
How strange.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Phoenix. If the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble.
What was that? I can hear you. Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without evidence.
Right, sorry.
That sounded like an awfully weak objection to me.
Anyway, I'm positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
Very well. Right now I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. Also Maya, I guess. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies within those items. This request came to me about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar and to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes. Hang on.
I like how I could actually hear when you realized what you have to do now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to check something real quick. No, okay.
You want to check her age?
Yeah, that would have been a really good way of breaking that if she was too
Yeah.
young to go
She's
to
the same age as I am. I didn't realize that.
Yes. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Hey.
And I'm the same age as Matt. And I
So-
think Austin's actually the same age as Juan, funny enough. Oh, no, okay,
No,
Juan's still young.
Juan's the same age. No, I'm the same age as Will.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Oh my
Edgeworth,
God,
for
yeah.
that matter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no,
like,
Edgeworth is a year older than me.
Actively, in the context of this game, you're the same
Well,
age.
yes, but this game takes place in 2018, so...
How old is Phoenix? Oh, we don't have a profile for ourselves.
Same age as Edgeworth.
Also 25 because
Okay,
yeah, cool at the same time.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. But how did they get the radio / know about it? It was delivered to Edgeworth. It was basically to Killer being like, hey, I know this trial's going to shit, so I'm gonna quickly come in and are there any buses left over?
I see.
Please
Well, Mr.
shove
Wright,
Adrian Andrews under it.
your cross-examination, please.
From what I've gathered, she's quite used to it at this point.
Oh, poor Adrian.
Happened to me about a week ago. 1 week ago, are you sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope that you will keep that in mind. Please, stop. In any case, my client had this time and a very specific date and time in mind.
Oh god.
A specific date and time in mind? He's speaking my language.
Oh god. I really am the only sane one here.
What are you talking about? I'm completely sane. Where are the bananas? The bananas, I tell you! Gloves! Edward, guilty!
normal and
Phoenix,
sane.
guilty!
I'm completely normal and sane. Boo.
You know what? That's the
Ooh,
sad
the
part,
ghost.
is you're correct.
Hey, gotta
The
talk
ghost
to
is the only
Jesus.
other.
Gotta talk to Jesus real quick.
Yeah, hold on. My best friend Jesus.
Of Nazareth?
Gotta bring that back one more time.
That douchebag Jesus still owes me money. So that fucker, I'm gonna go get my cash. And
you
yet
ask-
you're still the most sane one here.
Did you ask why on that specific night? No. No.
No.
I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request, but as for why, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? Yeah, actually. So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. Well, that's what we call backing yourself into a corner, my dude. Da bear? Yes, the bear. My client spoke of it.
I'm sure there'll be a bear-shaped figurine in Loco Anna's room. I would like you to return that Anna for me.
I can't tell if you're trying to do a bad impression of Adrian or an accurate impression of Matt. He must be talking about this bear puzzle.
Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all.
That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was. I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, was his testimony just now of any importance?
Yeah.
It was very important.
That testimony was very important, Your Honor. And it made one thing clear, and that is the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Phoenix. Phoenix. God damn it, Phoenix.
Phoenix, this is my judging face.
Huh? Why is everyone so quiet?
Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that.
Oh, really?
Witness, please continue with your testimony.
Jesus Christ, Phoenix.
I mean, wasting time is a good way to waste time. So.
True. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was that with the brief pause? Yeah, of course, press further. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. What was she wearing? What did she smell like?
Note that none of them have said the word she or her.
Yes.
They've only referred to Adrian Andrews as your client and Adrian Andrews.
Yep.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. Hey Connor, you have to watch this before the EU snaps its fingers. Oh yeah, rip Article 13, rip copyright, rip it all up, rip it all left, right, and center, rip. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail. Fax, however, I approve.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself. I don't get many clients these days. Most people want to do online, and I don't understand that whole thing. I boot up my computer, and then it asks me for a password. I didn't set up a password. The sweaty jock in IT set up the password. I called them, but apparently the business has been exported to some third world Never mind. That's because I value our trust, and that's the only way I establish is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Wow, that was racist. Well,
If he has
Mr.
an
Wright,
IT guy, does that imply that he works for some sort of like an assassin corporation or something? Like with an office building?
Some sort of creed, perhaps?
Yes, perhaps.
A
some sort
creed of
assassin's
assassins?
creed.
Of course it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. the Killer met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he's mistaken.
so you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews?
Guess so. You see, it is just as I said.
Gah.
I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here?
Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
Now then, will the witness please continue?
Go back.
Go back?
Go back. Do that again.
Okay.
The voice of reason is telling us to go back and do it again. We should try it.
Alright, voice of reason.
Yeah, do everything you did until that last decision again.
It's not important.
Nah.
Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
Yep, there you go.
I see. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him, face to face, that I began to trust him. That's when I thought I could trust this mailman, as a client.
I can trust the mailman, Adrian Andrews.
No, but I can't trust mail. It is
True what they say about talking face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, was this what he just now of any importance?
yes, it was.
Now it
absolutely.
was.
If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Huh? Really?
If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well.
So we can present evidence.
From the moment I saw this mailman, boy, I thought I could trust this manly man, Adrian Andrews. I'm assuming I can just present Adrian Andrews here?
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because it mentions everyone's gender. Yep.
Objection! I would like to go over this one more time, word for word. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time. Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Shelley the Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews.
What, you mean like as a person? Because no, I just met his
Deep
body.
down?
We didn't
No.
really talk.
It just occurred to me that Adrian is a gender-neutral name.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's
Yeah.
the entire point.
Gotcha.
Because if especially if maybe the killer had like a primarily male clientele base and
Yeah.
was just used to saying that sort of thing, might have looked at the name and
Exactly.
went, "That's
Or
probably
more
a guy."
importantly, just heard the name, heard Matt Ungard refer to Adrian by name, and then just assumed, oh, manager, man, of course.
Yes, it's right there in the
think-
name.
I think what they're implying is that he's literally taking the exact story that happened with Matt and just
Well, yeah, I know that.
Adrian Andrews.
Yeah, that too.
But I'm just saying, he probably only heard Adrian's name and never, just heard her name
That's
mentioned
true.
offhand.
Yeah.
And just heard his her relationship with Matt. Yes, man, it's as the woman said, manager, man, it's in the name.
Jesus Christ. The killer would definitely be the kind of person, though. What? Why would you say that? because you made one very big whoopsie-doo. One very big slip-up. One very big fuckerino about her. So what is the... oh, no. What? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she's a woman. Oh!
Boink.
Get a new transceiver.
Yeah.
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
I took a screen cap of that, by the way.
Good.
Good. Good.
Should I keep that?
Keep it.
Okay.
There's
Alright.
one other one, and I'd like you to compare the two when you get it.
Gotcha.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
The witness testified to the following, quote, "Hey, you are the client, poppycock, governor,
Wow, that was spot on. But he never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Wow, that was insanely racist. Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
What?
Yep, there you go.
What?
Milwaukee sweats.
What the fuck?
Milwaukee sweats.
And sweats oil. Because, you know, walkie-talkies take oil. Or maybe it's battery acid.
It could be battery acid.
We do need to add something to the collage.
It was either going to be the exploding walkie-talkie or this.
You could make a tiny collage of all the walkie-talkies.
I'll, yeah, you know what? Yes, actually.
Collage to put into the collage.
All right, I'm gonna add these right now. Well, I'm gonna wait until we get the third walkie-talkie, like the normal picture.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I mean, what kind of dum-dum would make a mistake like that? Jesus.
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name.
I get that.
Unluckily for Mr. DeKiller, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? I don't understand you kids today with your There's only two gender.
Okay, Judge. Maybe it's time for you to step down from the bench, buddy. New generation, new rules. Let's go, buddy. Let's get out of here.
What's going on? I don't understand anymore. Shelley D. Killer. This court
I think that somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
The mailman, you remember?
So
Yes.
does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I know he's just gonna spit out more lies.
Very well, but this time please give us the truth and nothing but the truth.
All right, I'm grabbing this picture of the walkie-talkie as well. You just said that you don't do that.
Yeah, how about that?
All right, I'm just quickly gonna add everything to the collage.
Keep an eye on your mailman, folks.
They might be trying to kill ya.
Yeah, provided your mailman is male and named Adrian Andrews.
You don't know. You don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out I named these files Whelp, Fucky Wucky, and Whoopsie Doo. Alright. Adding all these to the collage to finally complete out the collage.
Are you sure you want to complete it?
Is there anything else that's gonna be worthwhile?
There's another person who might have a little freak out.
Alright, I'll add the busted radio image, or should I add the sweating radio or the busted radio?
Yeah, it's gonna be either one of those, and then the last freak out will be the last.
Alright, so sweating radio or busted radio, chat, which one?
You don't want to do a teeny tiny collage of all of those to fit in the space of one image? Like I said.
That's what I was gonna do, but I was gonna do it actually, I could do it horizontally, hang on.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. This guy's a murderer. Fuck him. He kills people for a living. Who cares?
I mean,
which side
you
he's
can leave
on?
out the normal one and just do the sweaty or busted one.
Hang on.
What if it looks like they're doing a sex act, though?
I mean, walkie-talkies need to get laid too.
Okay, listen. This is a
What?
courtroom. I'm adding them right now. No more sweat, please. Listen. I'll do what I want. I'm adding all 3 of them in the space of the one, like Marina suggested.
Mm-hmm. Tiny collage inside of the big collage.
Here we go. And then I gotta delete that and that. And there we go. And then I'm gonna flatten that down, and then I'm gonna make it transparent.
When 2 walkie-talkies love each other very much, they give birth to a Bluetooth headset.
They're so small. Oh, they're so small. Oh, witness.
Yes. Put those small babies in there.
You can barely even tell what it is. They're so small. Also, hi, Gino. What's up?
I don't even see them in the collage.
They're right below Maya face. I'm pointing at them right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're so small.
I love them. I love them.
We
Like
know.
little Easter eggs.
We know.
We know they're there.
Yes, now I remember. I took the request by mail, which is why I thought they were male. Haha, little assassin humor for you. There must have been times when I took my job without having met my client. The request was made for the murder of Juan Corrada and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
A man.
I just read it in a bar. That was... Actually, you know what? There wasn't a bar. I don't drink. Who are you? What's happening? Bye.
I'm not even 21. Or how old do you have to be to drink in, Japan? America? God knows.
So you took
Jeff
this job
America?
for a letter.
Law
He didn't
land.
mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he's most definitely lying.
Be
See you, Eldal.
Felix.
Bye-bye.
If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us.
I know. I can't make him suspicious, but... I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. Hitchworth, no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the
God, he's
cross-examination.
fascinating. Oh god, he's daydreaming again.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. That's right, I don't have to read this. What am I doing? But didn't you just say you always meet your clients? Yeah, I suppose I did say that. But however, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest... Okay, hang on. I reread that. Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me.
There are many descriptors for that voice, and Silky is none of them.
Alright then, just call it up and go.
Mr. Wright, you
Uh,
You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling.
I prefer a balance of both. Do I have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client?
Do you?
I don't know. Let's take a look. I'm not sure that I do. Wait, he was at the fucking... Do we have that picture? He was at the hotel at the night, on the night of the murder. But I guess that would have been beforehand, huh?
Yes.
That's what we're trying to prove. I don't know if, I don't think I do.
You don't.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof.
I see. Then your line of questioning was just another waste of time.
Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong.
Ha! There's one guy in the audience.
Edgeworth has been working on that one for a week.
Thank you, at least one of you can see my genius.
And why could you not meet certain clients? Recently, I have been receiving more requests. If I meet each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities.
On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I have joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail.
Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope?
Oh, good God. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as Emily.
Emily.
In a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot, hands down, or a snake.
Ahem. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and...
I take it the judge supports Article 13. Oof.
Probably.
Small things. I want to know about those small things. 2 or 3 other things. Yes. And what were those other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I push his buttons the wrong way and he gets mad. We're also trying to buy time, and I don't know if
There's nothing but buttons. Keep pushing.
Here we
Keep
go.
pushing them buttons. As
Whether
long as
or
they
not
don't ask
whether
for proof.
Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yeah. Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder why you continued with this cross-examination. Yeah? Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
Is mad walkie-talkie.
That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... Wait! Uh-oh, this is looking really bad! I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? No. Well...
Do it.
Not,
sure?
not buttons.
Do it. Nothing but buttons.
Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what those other jobs your client requested were. If it is truly that important, then I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told this job was just as important as the actual killing.
But God, they did not warn me about the giant pile of bears this would be
I
in.
kept
It's like-
bringing them bears, and I didn't know which one was which, and I would bring more bears, and I kept bringing bears back and forth. Ah!
It's like finding a needle in a needle stack. God!
And where was that figurine? It was inside of Mr. Kurada's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client. Interesting.
This information certainly sounds important to me. Do you mind committing perjury on yourself and adding it to your testimony? Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
As you wish. One of these was to find the bear figurine and give it to Adrian Andrews. Then why wouldn't she have opened it and burned the letter?
Yeah, how about that?
Neato.
I found this figurine on Mr. Onguard's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there? I was waiting for her there. There was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Oh.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
I do.
But there's no contradiction to it there. Do you have any proof that would... like, any actual tangible proof that would prove that wasn't the plan?
The suicide note?
Tangible proof, not statements.
Well, the suicide note would have been burned, is the point.
Yeah, which was a statement by Miss Andrews. That's not evidence that could be used to prove that she wasn't still planning to
It's bad.
frame
Fucked up.
him.
At this rate we're going, we'll end up completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, we already know how serious of a situation that will put us in.
Oh, yeah. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Okay, so let me think.
Yeah, it's tricky because you've got to, in a situation like this, you've got to further protect your client, but also we're trying to get
More
the
information
truth out of
them.
this guy. Yeah, so if you get to the truth too quickly, then Mai's gonna end up dead.
I can present that, but
You could present the note or that, but the important thing is where you present it. If you'd presented it earlier, it wouldn't have really helped anything.
so I do present it on this statement then.
Yes, on
Okay,
this
yeah,
statement,
yeah,
not
yes.
on pressing further.
Okay, yes, okay, makes sense. Shelley the killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item would not have been inside of it. Is this item? Phoenix,
I see.
it's a radio. He can't see you.
Phoenix, you dumb fuck. I see where you're going.
Yup, that's where I'm going.
Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack my suitcase?
We're going to Disneyland.
Your Honor, please consider retirement. You are all years old.
And I was going to burn it for her sake.
If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it.
I wonder. So that's where you two are going.
So by the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, tell us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Tells us, that's what, yeah.
I meant, yeah.
Which means...
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Oh God. So this is how a new judge is born.
Mr. Phoenix Wright! What's up? I'm sure I mentioned before how I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of the agreement. No, that's enough. If that is your intention, there's only one thing for me to do. Wait, please! Hey, William, welcome aboard. Gentlemen and ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No. Please. Not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
Jesus Christ, you're pathetic.
What in the... Mr. Wright, are you?
Why are you running around in circles screaming?
Mr. Edgeworth, why are you running around in circles screaming?
I don't run or scream. I have people to do that for me.
They're dressed like me to emphasize the fact.
Yeah, Your Honor?
I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there's a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough?
Well, we should...
Edgeworth, we can't do this! If we keep this up, Maya will...
The prosecution...
What has come over everyone? Even you are.
The prosecution rests.
What's going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What? What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright!
Yes, Your Honor.
If I end this trial right here, right now, then your client, Matt Hungard, would be declared innocent, and in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews would be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Hungard, to the stand.
The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. Tried as hard as we could. Looks like our time has run out.
Can't believe it.
The outcome now lies in your hands.
Oh boy.
Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide.
Well, yeah, but I'm not on trial for that.
It's not a crime, it's fine. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. On Guard?
You were atrocious as a lawyer, weren't you? Giving your client away like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap, it's just as atrocious, don't you agree?
Why is he doing this now? Why is he playing this hand now?
Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? I'll let you do it.
You'd better get On Guard a guilty sentence, okay?
But if I did that, Maya will die?
Dying's not so bad.
But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is gonna end. It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let us hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Hungard, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer's going to say what I want, aren't you?
Right.
I can't do this. But I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt On Guard, is...
Big booby pants!
I'd say guilty.
Okay.
Justice.
We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Matt On Guard, your client deserves an answer.
Maya. I'm sorry. Matt On Guard is...
Objection!
Oh shit! Oh shit! Matt On Guard is Francesca Von Karma! What? And he just turns into Von Karma on the stand. Holy shit!
What are you doing here? Oh, God!
You see now, don't you, Mr.
Wait,
Phoenix Wright?
Did you just pick up Matt and throw him to the other side of the
Yes.
courtroom?
Oh, I straight football chucked him across the courtyard.
Oh, fuck yes! I miss you so
Oh, yeah.
much!
Even with a jacked up shoulder.
This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool.
Did you bring them? The final pieces. Do you have them?
You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Avon Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence here is in perfect condition.
Can I ask a question real quick? Did that choice matter?
I do not believe so.
Oh, okay. Fucking
I
hell.
mean, could you really have stopped Francisca either way?
I'm wondering if she only would have bursted in if I chose guilty, but I guess the choice earlier is what would have gotten me a different ending.
Yeah, the choice earlier would have. Although there's still a choice now. Or in the future, rather.
Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine and his injuries are minor.
Meanwhile, I was shot in the shoulder!
All of these items are inside
Look
this.
at this fucking coat!
What a filthy old coat this is.
It's gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. Oh.
I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap these items in.
I've thought long and hard this whole trial, all for what's inside of this raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside this coat lies a crucial piece of evidence.
It's just an empty ramen cup.
Oh my god. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence!
You're fine. What?
Oh, dude, I'm here now.
This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand out my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial.
What?
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence, down to the last.
And you understand that just because Matt is being proven innocent doesn't mean that Adrian is still being proven guilty, right? That evidence could change that. Why is this how our fucking justice system works?
I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence.
I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, there's one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by the court. Now then, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
And these pieces of evidence are items left by DeKiller during his escape from the police.
He must have been in quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. DeKiller left 3 pieces of evidence.
Alright, what do we got? Somewhere among this evidence we're about to see, there'll be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. I'm sure of it!
That is all we can hope for.
Why can you read my mind? Stop that!
The first item is a pistol.
A gun? Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? No?
I mean, you could still ask.
Does that pistol have any relation to this case?
No. We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case. At least, to me.
Oh yeah, she was shot. I forgot.
In my
Yeah.
damn shoulder.
That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That's what I believe, yes.
Oh.
I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it'll be an excellent sample for the test.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not gonna help us very much. I mean, it's still there. That's good.
Yeah. The second piece of
Oh.
evidence is this videotape.
That's important. I bet the killer took that from On Guard Mansion. Yeah, of course, yes. Have you checked the contents of the tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Yeah.
But I would speculate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
It's my first grade recital, because he came back to his house to his hideout for it.
Oh my god, he taped over my first grade recital!
How dare he hang him!
Guilty, guilty, guilty!
Guard. No!
Everyone! Everyone involved in this trial!
All of you guilty, guilty!
The killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from DeKiller. Shelley DeKiller's no ordinary man.
There we go.
The last piece of evidence is his bellboy's uniform.
Interesting. Is that the uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Was that used during the crime?
I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
There's no doubt about it. DeKiller was wearing this on the night of the murder.
There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There's a button missing from this uniform.
What?
A button.
It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue.
Oh my god, please tell me that there's a button on fucking On Guard's pants. That would be hilarious. Holy shit.
It just stuck to the
Oh,
bag.
dude, another one? Come on!
So good. How
That's the
this
thing
get
has been in my
started.
shoe.
I thought it was just a rock. I just, I don't take care of my shoes. I have people to do that for me.
Of course, I've been in jail. Oh man.
But I still have my phone.
And that is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley DeKiller's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing.
It is who's the client.
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that.
It's a videotape. We have to watch it.
Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down.
Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine the new evidence.
Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand out a verdict.
The court trash can is so
What?
full.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
Is this the end?
Phoenix,
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist.
I'm currently occupying the body of an 8-year-old. The world's fucking weird.
My bestie Jesus told me that they exist.
Oh, God.
He used to do them all the time. But you have to make that miracle happen.
Jesus won't do it for you no more.
You've come this far. You can't give up now.
But.
Try. For my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us.
2?
The first, make On Guard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh?
DeKiller will always place his client's wishes first. If On Guard wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible.
The second way is I just disappear back into the afterlife and leave you fuckers.
Bye.
Force DeKiller to end his contract with On Guard. If DeKiller were to no longer think of On Guard as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Mia, that's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else.
I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you could make either one happen, it truly would be a miracle.
The bigger problem is the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces you've just shown, he's not accepting them.
Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Get it? Isn't I worked very hard on that. Isn't that what has always... Thank you, Guy. Isn't that what has always worked for us? Oh, thank you, Edgy.
What? No, I didn't laugh. Shut
The
up.
other side, what does that mean? You mean to turn things around?
Phoenix, Judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it?
The person who needs the evidence.
The defense, prosecution, and the judge, we've all seen the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there are people who have not seen them all, and those people do not know the truth.
Oh, shit.
That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Fuck you! You're younger than I am!
There's nothing respectful or kid-like about me!
I have already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence.
I am not saying that it is us who needs the evidence, Your Honor!
Then, you want to show the evidence to that person?
Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor!
Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
One chance.
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person.
That's impossible. To turn this situation around in one try.
One try. That is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember everything that has happened up until this point. Think, Phoenix, think! There must be a way to save Maya while taking On Guard down at the same time!
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's stop wasting any more time. Who would you like to show the
All
evidence
right.
to?
And here is where you get the multiple endings. This decision right here.
So, if I show something to Matt On Guard, that will... I'm assuming the way that'll go is that will convince him to change his attitude. If I show something to The Killer, is the only other person I can think of.
Yeah, the killer is the safest bet. No. The killer, yeah.
Yeah, to kill it.
Remember, that's John Doe,
Safe.
completely unrelated person.
Clearly.
Yeah, just a cousin.
All right.
Just
What
Also, I don't know if you have anything that could actually make Matt want to go to jail.
I was assuming we'd show him the video and it would be like the brutal assassination and he would be like, oh god, oh god.
But he wouldn't have anything to fear from Shelley.
Yeah,
Would
because
he?
really the best
Bingo!
way to
Yeah,
make...
you're right, show the video
the
to
best
Shelley.
way to make Matt want to go to prison
Exactly.
is to not have pissed off an assassin who will spend the rest of his days trying to hunt him down.
Yup.
Show the video to Shelley because the video, Matt told us the reason that he recorded the video was insurance against Shelley.
Uh-huh.
And Shelley, who has said numerous times that he values his trust with his client above all else.
And has stated,
Does
if
not
you
know
break
about
that trust, he will kill you.
Yep.
Take that!
I see. And now, tell this court one piece of evidence you would like to show this person.
Gun!
Shoot the walkie!
Can I ask real quick, what would I have done if I wanted to talk to Matt instead?
Okay, I'll tell
this
you right
spoiler?
now, it does not matter. If you had chosen anything other than the two pieces of evidence you're choosing now, you would have gotten the bad ending.
Oh, okay. So
Because you
That makes
would
sense.
not have been able to convince Matt.
so Mia's
do anything.
So Mia's a bad judge of character then.
Well, no, both ways she states are correct. It's just you wouldn't be able to do one by talking to Matt.
That's true. Okay.
You can technically do both by
Badge.
talking to Shelley, though.
Yeah,
People are
exactly.
saying
Because-
just present the badge.
present yeah, because if you just present shit to Matt, he's just gonna be like, I don't know, that doesn't mean because ultimately, we're not trying to prove anything, we're just trying to make the assassin aware that he's about to be blackmailed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take that! Take that! Beep beep! Beep beep!
Vroom vroom?
Hey, there we go.
It was the vroom vroom that did it.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
That bus that you've been throwing Adrian under is the truth bus.
I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Wait, hang on. Didn't we recover this videotape from...
From the On Guard
It was
mansion.
in On Guard Mansion originally. That's right,
Yep.
yes.
Yup.
By your left, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
All right. Looks like they got a hold of him. There
Also,
we go.
remember, that the killer mentioned 3 things
Yes, that's right.
that he was asked to do. Which I think so far, yeah, we've only had the 2.
Yep.
Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one more piece of evidence.
Well, too bad you'll have to tell it to me. I have to describe it.
One is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know what the contents of this tape are? I was sternly told by my client not to watch it.
That's
So
a
I have
bold move on guard.
absolutely no
Yup.
idea. Also, yeah, no kidding. Actually, you're on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Who was it that planted the camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally.
That was Adrian Andrews.
Be quiet and listen, Your Honor.
Shut the fuck up, Your Honor.
This doesn't concern you.
Yes, sir.
Shelly the Killer, as far as we know, is male, aren't they?
As far as we know.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as we've been told.
Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. Here we go. I had no idea.
You really didn't. What a naive assassin to be like, I'm sure he'll just watch all of the parts that aren't me and then not record tape.
Again, he didn't
know
know
about
the
the
tape
camera at
existed.
all.
Yeah.
He only knew that it was a tape that Matt wanted protected.
I was gonna say,
he didn't know that he was recorded. He didn't know what was on the tape. He didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Matt Ongar? We remember he told us! The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They didn't trust your skills, wanted to see Juan get his, or wanted to blackmail on you.
Wanted to blackmail on you.
Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said.
Ooh, good. Have fun doing this.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Cowabunga, dude.
Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly D. Killer? It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That's the kind of person they are. Your client is a piece of shit. Oh yeah, that's the true nature of your client.
I have one question for the witness.
Yes.
You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all.
Yes, that's right.
But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then?
That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then that client would become my next target. For the honor of the Tequila name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment! I thought it said extract, sorry.
I will extract my punishment from his corpse. That's the name of my bullet. Very special bullet for just traders.
It just says punishment on it.
Yeah.
I see. That's all I wanted to know.
So the traitor becomes the killer's next target? I get it now! This is how we'll turn things around in this case! You're only just now understanding this?
I get it! Edgeworth, are you proud? I finally understood something!
Mr. Wright, yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item.
What the? I'm not an item.
Beep. I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank God.
They're just getting a bad car accident on the way here.
Oh, I'm running every red light to bring her back to you. Oh, God.
Some kind of pile-up on the highway.
This trial appears to have come to a conclusion. However, I'm sorta... God! Miss Von Karma, where did that...
Wait, please tell me, Edgeworth.
She always has you in her sights.
She's crouching behind Edward's little podium. Waiting.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Whip. Let's go.
Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict.
Ho ho ho!
Hey bitch, how's it going?
Mr. On Guard. Is there gonna be a freak out from him that I should
Oh, yeah!
Alright, I'm ready.
I mean, what else was supposed to go in that big game?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy!
But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean, if you watch this video.
Help me?
Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright?
We finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now.
I mean, the difference is that Adrian Andrews will be fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at this point... I was gonna say, what they're basically saying is like, yeah, he's fucked no matter what you do. It's basically, do you think Adrian should be punished as well?
God, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
I think she's been through enough.
Yeah, I do too. But it's giving you the out if you want.
Plead guilty. Here we go.
Guilty.
You're going to jail, motherfucker.
It's our first guilty.
You're getting the fucking noose, motherfucker. Matt On Guard. Even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Me? My wonderful self? Guilty?
Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it.
You can't run away from your crime anymore!
The only
No!
Oh my god!
Guilty.
Oh my god!
There you go. Hope you got it.
I definitely got it. Oh my god! Holy
That's
shit!
what, yep. Yep. Yep.
Holy
You're gonna complete the collage now?
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly complete that collage real quick, though. Give me just one moment.
Who brought Mo to the courtroom? Don't you ever compare my laugh to his again. I know it's me who voiced him, but don't fucking remind me of that.
It's perfect that out of context, too, you've got Shoei on the left, and then you'll have this scratched up face of Shoei's owner on the right. Like, out of context, you'll look at that and be like, oh, yeah, those two things must have been connected.
Oh, this is a perfect finale for the collage. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me? Alright, and... there we go! The collage is complete!
Round of applause, everyone.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Oh yeah! We did it! We did it! We did it! Oh yeah! Let me go ahead and I'm gonna take a screenshot of this real quick, but I want it to be good.
Yeah, save it. Save it forever and ever.
We're completing the game.
There we go.
That's
How
what's
is that
happening.
not obvious for what we're doing right now?
I was gonna say.
What about this is confusing?
There we go. Done. Done. We did it. We got the whole collage. Let's go through our memories after, at the credits of the game. We'll do that. We'll go
Yeah,
through- we'll go through
specifically,
everything in the collage.
if you're asking specifically what's happening, how many fucking streams have you missed? Because
Oh yeah, we fill out a collage of the best moments of Phoenix Wright to fill up this space here because of the DS capture. We have this empty space that we need to fill up with something, so we filled it up with the memories.
the best memories of this game.
Also, Matt's going to
Age,
prison, so he doesn't
deceased,
get murdered.
ball. Oof.
Yeah, well, we'll go through everything during the credits.
As always, it looks like we've uncovered the real truth.
I don't remember you helping out much at all.
Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard?
I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration.
Sorry, did
As
I
it
say
should be.
incarceration? I meant incineration. What were you gonna say, sorry?
As it should be, yes, of course.
Yes.
Praise be to the Holy Karma.
I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whip leather right about now.
Good! That was a close one, wasn't it, witness?
Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. This trial was the first time I had stood on the witness stand. And when I did,
Hi, I'm non-binary. Hello.
I really felt hopeless.
She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. Oh god.
Yeah, you know.
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness.
Mock,
If
mock,
you're
mock,
going
mock,
to
mock.
say you choose death, that's of no concern to me.
I'm sure this won't leave lingering psychological effects. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself and who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I'd finally been saved.
Yay!
Square just brought up a good point. If we switch to the remaster version, we won't have a collage for Ace Attorney 3.
What I am thinking is we
do it off screen.
We will put it on the AFK screen.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
that's good.
That means we'll have a much larger space to work with, so we can fit a lot more good moments.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Good.
It's the first time I've ever seen her smile. She should really smile more often.
She'd be much prettier if she did.
God.
I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case.
Well, maybe just one of you.
I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone.
Good.
Looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that is good enough for me.
Yeah, we should probably explain to everyone so our reputation doesn't get fucking ruined for this. That, like, hey, by the way, the assassin had kidnapped our best friend. Well, the person we carry around with us everywhere.
Yep.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
You know what's nice about this, too, is that we finally got Edgeworth a win again.
Yeah.
Like his first
For
case
once.
back, and we got him a win.
March 23, District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
You were great out there, Phoenix.
I doubt there was Wright, wasn't it?
This is the first time you've not gotten your client off.
Did you have to phrase it like that?
Absolutely. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all that to what's really important. You now realize that there's something more than just getting a not guilty, right?
I understand now.
Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence.
How fucked you were.
Think about that incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear.
Wait, this is Mia flashing back. Shit.
Yep.
Let's hear the professor's final statement on this matter.
Oh god.
Well, I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart.
Good.
Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt Ongardens.
And that's exactly how it happened. Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer?
So this is what it would have changed.
Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you.
Right.
Wait, what was that sound? Was that him just shoving Mia aside?
Right,
Or just
get out-
slam the doors open.
Get out of my
Perfect
way,
impression of it.
ridiculously tall 8-year-old.
Edgeworth!
I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
They will get around to feeding her within the next 6 to 8 hours.
Hey!
Oh god, that
Pearls!
8-year-old shrunk back to an 8-year-old.
You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Please tell me.
Yeah. Could we get Mia back? She's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
They're stopping off. This is what it
Every
reads.
McDonald's on the way.
I don't understand what this Mickey D is, who this person is. Is he related to her in some way? She punches deceptively hard for a child. Thank you for the bed, Overlord. Appreciate
I
it.
believe in you. I gotta name myself Mr. Nickel Saver, Mr. Nickel Saver.
Thanks. Also, we have
I'm
a
so
running,
gl-
for the record, we have a running joke that Maya loves McDonald's because in the first game she talks about wanting to get burgers all the time.
Yep.
But go
Also,
ahead, Wilson.
I'm so very glad you let me play Pearls.
Yes, it was a
Yes.
good choice.
I'm so very glad.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma. She still's, alive.
Meanwhile, she's just dragging a bleeding fucking Matt around the courtroom, like tied up with a whip. About earlier. Thanks. Ah!
Why are you still smiling? Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed! And yet, you are still happy?
I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. I mean, our best friend was kidnapped and almost died, and we saved her. There you go. Explained.
How dare you!
Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth?
For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts.
Oh, it's an
I
Edgeworth.
used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish version of me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then...
I found a gun and shot him.
Wait, no, you didn't.
Yes, exactly.
It was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair.
No one else was there, just me.
I saved myself.
Yeah, clearly, I guess.
And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened. So I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well you should have. A prosecutor ashamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die!
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'd be in great fucking company now, wouldn't I? But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change.
Foolish nonsense! Foolishness!
We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong to his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust that man as well.
What? You trusted your enemy?
It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. But we will always, eventually, reach that one single truth. This I promise you.
The truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah. That's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist.
Defense lawyers.
Yeah, defense attorneys.
Close enough.
Literally same
Yeah,
difference.
same difference, yeah.
Also, I don't like the idea that only defense attorneys are lawyers.
But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright?
That genuinely might be correct, but it doesn't sound right to me, so I'm just not doing it.
That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night.
Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things that you said to me all those years ago.
Well, we were like 6 or something.
I remembered that shit. And you betrayed your own words. That's why 1 year ago, I made up my mind.
To start a rumor that you were dead.
I decided the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died and told everyone that. At least that's what I told myself.
And anyone who would listen. You pathetic fool!
Miss Von Karma, you're ruining the moment.
I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect.
You've lost 3!
Shut up! Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's over.
Precious got threw something on the ground just now. It's a stack of $100 bills.
This is an electromagnetic receiver.
She's only lost 2, actually. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing she used to track down Gumshoe?
I'll return this to the precinct later.
Why does it show Gumshoe was still in the middle of traffic?
There's something else.
Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action.
She's giving up the 2 things you need to be a prosecutor. Your fucking detective locator and your whip.
You should keep this, right?
Okay.
Nick!
Oh. Oh, it's so glad to have you. So good to have you back. Oh,
It's so glad.
I'm so glad. Maya!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Oh my god.
Goodness precious, man. Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. Took a few days, but you got on guard convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Also, I am about to pass out from starvation. The cops had peanuts and nothing else. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. Oh, but we sure pressed our luck this trial. Oh, you're really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, even if I did croak,
Oh my god.
I'd just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly.
Oh my fucking god, Maya.
She's correct. Death is more of a suggestion for these guys.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
So mention it.
Maya,
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
Also, no, Maya is just very small. Phoenix is slightly big, but Maya is just very small.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're alive.
I figured that was more appropriate for the miles that we've
Yes.
created.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. That was almost a motion.
No, it wasn't. I'm a little different from who I was a year ago.
I can see that it's hurting you on the inside.
Immensely.
Also, I wonder if anyone in the chat actually got it. I was referencing fucking Fire Emblem Fates.
Yeah.
On your
I
birthday, Saizo, if you talk to him. I'm glad you were born. And then he just leaves.
Oh no, sounds like Mike's hungry. Time to take it. Alright, it's time we got out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where could we possibly be going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grub, chow, I'm starved. Literally. I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice burger and a bun to me.
Oh no! You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least!
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. You're buying.
No, we need to have this conversation now!
If you insist.
Great, Edgeworth's paying.
Is McDonald's that place that you drop off your kids when you don't want to see them for a while? That's
Oh my
all
God.
I've never known it as.
Oh my god.
He didn't have the best child. Do you really think that Von Karma actually, like,
I
did
think he would
anything with Edgeworth.
Oh,
He
no,
definitely
but I
would've
expect
dumped
he would...
Edgeworth places.
Yeah, but not McDonald's.
Yeah, that's
Von
true.
Karma
He would have
would-
dumped him at, like,
gonna
Lay
say
McDonald's or something.
Lay McDonald's. You know,
Yeah, the
French
fancy
McDonald's in Germany. No, he would refuse to set foot in one of those peasant places.
Of course, yes.
We have
One
to
of those
go-
peasant places.
We have to go to a Wendy's at least. All right,
Wendy's
so-
was the only fast food that Von Karma would allow me to have. Then I tried the others, and yeah, it was the one good call he made in life.
Good for him. I respect him for that and only that.
They do go to like a waffle place in the mall in anime original episode where they're much younger. It's very cute because Franny wanted to go there and she's
Also-
a precious little princess. So
Franny.
Oh my god, I can't wait to watch the anime. Also,
Yeah.
Square.
So how much does a Big Mac cost? $60? What? $5? How is this possible? How can food be this cheap?
If it doesn't cost $60, it's not legally food.
All right, how about we hit up our usual Mickey D's?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up my bowels so badly. We're definitely not going there ever again. This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet feast. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food!
Oh, I've missed Maya.
I missed her so much. March 23, 7:38 p.m. Is the same food? Is it the same food that's been lying there for 3 days?
Food!
Who wants 3-day-old penis lobster?
Oh, buddy.
Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Oh, buddy.
Well, we
jacket
can.
back.
I was gonna say we can officially confirm it is not the jacket. He is
No.
just that wide.
He is that wide.
Gumshoe! Oh, Gumshoe, you're the one who I'm happy to see. Are you all right?
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things.
Wait. Then it wasn't a red light that got him?
You did it again, city boy.
No, not you. Not you.
Aw, I like
Oh
that.
no,
you
I
right now.
definitely was invited to this.
I like Fish Afro.
For sure. I did not just show up. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me. And I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of The Steel Samurai.
Thanks.
Now looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Rat too hard? If you don't start being a little nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight even.
I'll keep that in mind.
I love Edgeworth's fucking bemused, confused face. This
Yeah.
face is just like,
It's so pure.
Sure.
Well, come on now. Everyone gather round. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. With the case still on the camera and everything.
bought herself a new camera, considering we still have hers.
Yup. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
Hey, don't say pal, that's my endearing character trait. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so?
I would argue all of us played a pretty major role in this.
I just think Gumshoe should be, like, credited as much.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, well, one of the items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending.
Yeah, well, you know, it's... Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from Tequila's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
Wait, what?
What?
4?
What?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket.
There was a fourth item?
Oh, come on, y'all, it's over. But whoo boy, I'll tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped,
Meanwhile, Maya is just like vacuuming
Inhaling food like
into
Kirby.
her mouth. Yes.
She is Kirby, after all.
yes. Never a dull moment with you, huh?
Why does she look so happy about that?
Happy's an emotion, it's just the wrong one. But being shut away for 2 whole days, weren't you scared?
Yeah, it was really scary. Felt so hopeless. So, to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture.
Sounds like you had a rough gal. So where's this picture of yours?
Wait, I just realized, did we never actually use Celeste's photo?
No. We never did. Yeah, I wanna see it. I wanna see Mystic Maya's picture. Oh, wait, no, I think we used the photo with,
No, we had a
with-
chance to use the photo, but we also could use Celeste herself.
Oh, right.
Celeste herself, yeah.
You know, I don't know where it went.
Aw, that's too bad. I want to see a picture that took you 2 entire days to work on.
Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
Sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Oh shit.
Oh god, what now?
What is it, Edgeworth?
This thing is picking something up.
Yeah, that's Miss Von Coleman's receiver! Thanks to her. I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. Yeah, I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me.
Left me to die in that car. She
In
took
my
me out-
head. That's why I got the bandages.
Aw.
That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location.
Oh, it's probably busted or something then, sir.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet.
And you've eaten white? Phoenix motherfucking Wright, she's been starved for 2 days! And she probably didn't eat anything before coming to the buffet to begin with because she wanted to chow down on the fucking buffet.
2 whole servings, Maya.
God.
I had fun tonight. That's what that word means, right? Fun? I'm sorry, I've never used it before. Now if you'll excuse me.
Wait,
What?
I love you.
No. No,
He
you
just
don't.
runs away.
I just want to say, thank you, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there.
If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right?
I feel words alone are enough here.
Kiss him, you fool!
I wonder if there's anything to express how I could feel. Oh shit.
Present lips.
The badge!
Let me think about this for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. I can present him with the attorney's badge, I guess. The gun. The whip.
Gun!
This is how I feel about
is there a correct answer here?
There is.
Okay.
Card?
Do you want?
No. Hang on, let me think for a second. The
I have
Makatama.
these.
Say you love me!
Say it.
The bellboy uniform, obviously.
Yeah. I think you'd look great in this.
Can you just tell me? I don't want to get this wrong.
Okay, it's the whip.
It is the whip!
Yup.
It has a certain mysterious nostalgia to it. Please tell me we just whip him. Take that!
Oh.
I can neither confirm nor deny anything that's about to happen.
What's this?
Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her.
Oh, I thought we were having a moment, but
God, don't talk about my sister while we're having
Okay,
a sexy
cool.
moment.
Oh,
let's talk about my sister for a bit. Sure, why not? You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls. I have eyes. Hey, Mystic Maya.
Yes, Pearly?
I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right?
Uh-oh.
You and Mr. Nick, I mean.
But you cut it out already. You're embarrassing me.
Anyway. So, who's paying for this lovely dinner party? I thought it was Edgeworth.
You are!
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal.
Oh,
Yeah, he's been paid for a while.
So I kinda already put your name on the bill.
What? What?
Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. Though not due to being fired, just due to my own incompetence at my own job. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for $3,000. Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all.
Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? You have so many expensive friends.
Yeah, Nick.
Why do I suddenly feel like screaming?
Aw, you don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out. This is gonna be the first time I
Okay,
hear
here
the
we go.
real you.
Alright, here we go.
Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage, you know.
Alright then. If you say so. Objection!
That would have been really awkward if it didn't take.
Yup.
It took. Oh, that game was so good.
This is the point where Phoenix presents the gun to his head.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You really came through for me, Nick.
We have to read these fast because I can't.
I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro.
This game was a fucking roller coaster, but I think the story of this game is way better than the story of the first game.
Actually, Maya's... I'm so happy that you could say Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the two of you. Speaking of, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the two of you, just in case.
Of course, Jess Maya's gonna be staying in there, so...
Also, Elodile, Maya's 18 now. Actually, she's 19 now.
Yes, she's nice.
She was made 18 on, the first time she appeared. Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. Yeah, I already said things like letting that one go is bad for all of society.
Aww.
Yeah, I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal.
Aw. Tell him, Gumshoe.
I think that some of the trials in this game were really obnoxious, namely circus. Oh!
It hurt.
I, Maggie Bird, am retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to the people who come by to the restaurant, sir. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright.
Wow,
we
that's
will.
a massive
We will.
downgrade.
We will.
I'm so sorry, honey. Oh,
I
wow.
promise
will.
you, we will.
We for sure will. In my
I can't promise
favorite
we'll
game of
pay
the
for
trilogy.
anything, but we'll.
We'll...
Oh.
Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Hottie. Oh. Recently, yes. That girl, you know, I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember. If I even laid so much as an eye on her, it would go crack! It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes. 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 Please stop making me do this. Thank God.
Skilled Roy, we just beat the game. Thank you so much for bringing people by for the conclusion, the finale of Phoenix Wright 2. Oh no.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of terrible
It's
characters.
time to begin our quest at world domination, and I know the well this series about a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe.
Hey, Max, what do you think Zimbabwe is like? Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk?
I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at most jokes. Oh, he's dead. He died of heart failure on the first day on the job.
The one thing that
Oh, no,
was
here he
likable.
is.
Yep. I'm ready. I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Mo Curls, represent.
We got a new act all worked out. Prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Hey, say something, will you? You're supposed to start this one off. Get on with it. Man, this game felt a lot shorter too. I guess it's one trial shorter, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's the bonus trial.
What's this? Dratch, just an ordinary electric razor recharging on its stand. I can't believe this. Really, how long will he plan on making me?
She's still doing this!
But it's Edgy Poo's idea, so that means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But what do I get this feeling? They wouldn't forget about me, would they? Oh, it was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy, and I treated my like royalty, and this is going to feel the pain or the feel the pain. Art of playing with fire that is very dangerous because the three of them, when they store the scenery and burn.
Phoenix, present the pistol.
Bring the Luger! Oh my god. I feel, again, this game felt like one continuous narrative a lot more than the first game did.
Yeah. I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma.
She said,
She said that after I got out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. Thankful to have met everyone.
So yeah, Von Karma now has a friend.
Yay!
Good. The no-nonsense crew who is with the nonsense crew. That's us.
Yes.
It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you'd like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. May we both be blessed with longevity. So even The Killer made it out all right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's an assassin. Fuck him. But at the same time, he also was honorable in the end, I guess. Also,
I'm
it's
glad
not
he made it
exactly
out
like
okay.
Quan was a good person either.
Yeah, exactly.
March 23rd.
They both kind of deserve to die.
Yeah.
International Departures Gate 12.
Where are you going, Francisca?
How did you know I was here?
With this.
That's...
I heard you were planting things on a certain scruffy detective. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example.
They were in his coat. Oh my god.
Of course. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it.
So you're carrying it with you still?
This filthy, drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man.
Wait, what? Hang on. Oh, speaking of trash, Gumshoe.
He told me something very interesting.
Oh god.
When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things total, sir.
I was hoping I'd be able to have Edgeworth say pal.
Aw.
Damn it!
Aww.
4 items?
It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket.
He put it in here. Doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over.
What are you going to do now?
It's none of your business.
Are you running away?
No! Shut up! I don't understand a thing. You don't get me at all. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Daughters.
Manfred?
Manfred. I do, because I was also Manfred von Karma's daughter. Francisca.
Fuck.
So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure, such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that, but... me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to.
You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be.
Since the day you were born a prosecutor, and you will die for us.
Practically. I mean, you did become a prosecutor at what, 15? God, Germany's weird.
13.
13, right. Yeah, just that isn't headcanon we came up with, that is actual canon. Francisca von Karma became a licensed prosecutor as soon as 13 years old.
Yep.
Oh, not.
Which is illegal as shit.
Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away.
Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you?
That's exactly what I knew, clearly. God.
I do like this idea that Edgeworth thinks Wright is a lot smarter than he actually is.
Yep. You always do know what to say to me to make me feel better.
Yeah. Hey, can you throw this out for me? It's covered in blood. Oh, you genius. I know exactly what I have to do.
I can take this to her and we can have a brother-sister moment.
Or you can take it to the dumpster. That works too.
Or you can take it to the dumpster, where she belongs.
Oh.
Dumpster, like that dumpster garbage jacket that Gumshoe has, which she probably still has.
Brilliant.
I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip.
Every man I ever encounter. Yes, of course, I already know that. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth. I always hated you.
Join the club, I did too.
And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge.
I see.
No, can't do it. Can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today.
I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews?
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics, isn't that right? Today, you chase after me, after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. Actually, I'm pretty sure we're facing each other, but you get my point. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francisca von Karma.
Oh, shit.
I am Francisco von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow on battle against now. So you'd better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, shit. Just screaming and whipping everything on the plane.
Phoenix Wright, one day. Someday. I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this piece. If I can give it to you. When at last we meet again.
I think I know what it is. Oh my god. I was Shelly to kill her the whole time. It all makes sense now.
Nick revealed to the court that he was, in fact, the assassin all along. The entire jury was the assassin all along.
That was Phoenix Wright 2. We were supposed to go over all the memories we had on our collage here, but I feel like that's a good closer.
I think it is too. I mean, you could post it on Twitter. So
I will post it on Twitter, yes. Thank you all so much for coming by. This game was fucking... I was going to say brilliant throughout, but it really wasn't. It had some downs, but
it had some... Yeah.
The up soared higher than Phoenix Wright 1 ever did. It felt like one continuous narrative that fucking went places I did not expect this franchise to go. This got serious. This got really serious. And I like the fact there was multiple endings. I'm glad that we went the path that we did.
Well, I mean, there's two endings.
Yeah, still.
The correct and the bad.
Yeah, just don't ruin it. Thank you
I'm
all
ruining it.
so much for watching. Any last words, guys?
I hope everyone likes hot coffee.
Oh, I'm looking forward to coffee. I know about Coffee Dad a little bit, at least. I'm looking forward to Coffee Dad. So,
oh, God. My throat's not prepared to do that voice.
We're going to take a break for a little while. We're probably going to wait for Ace Attorney HD Trilogy to get out on Switch and PC. And we will play them then. So I hope you all have a good day. Take it easy. By the way, no stream tomorrow. Taking the day off tomorrow. Got some things I gotta do. And since the trilogy comes out in April, I believe, April 9th, we'll take a short break.
Something like that.
But we'll be back soon, don't worry. Love you all.